And I was involved with television production at the time. I shot commercials and that. And I was shooting at a ranch that had horses and kids. And I must have had city slickers on my mind, so I thought, what about inner city slickers? So I called up Castle Rock and talked to their attorney, and they said, hey, go ahead, go with it. So we did our first one in 1994, and I just couldn't believe how excited the kids were about it. So we did one a year because that one cost me $10,000. It was just crazy. And then my wife and I, Erlinda McNeil, who works with Joe Tyler Duncan.
Yeah, I was going to get you to comment on her.
We decided to buy a ranch, and so we built this old west town, and we had inner city kids come out to the ranch twice a month. And it just really started to take off. And then we started going into the juvenile hall prisons with horses and cowboys. And it'd break your heart. It'd break your heart. I mean, we went to Central Juvenile Hall, the largest juvenile hall facility in the United States, houses 900 kids from 8 years old to 21.
Good gracious.
Yeah, and the 8 years old kids, they were in for truancy and whatever. But then you had carjackers and rapists and murderers, and they were all just kind of thrown together. So we did a lot of work in the juvenile hall situation, right? It's an integrity and character building program. All you have to do is turn on the TV, just like today, and our kids are in trouble. And what I'm committed to is really giving some hope and some guidance to these kids. And Inner City Slickers is a way of doing it.
But how are you going to bring the kids into that program?
Well, it's interesting. There's different stages. I just met last month with Judge Estept, and he told me an interesting story. Or I think it was him, or it could have been Mayor Daley, I think Dale over in Union County. He said 10 years ago, there was about 45 minutes taken each Wednesday to process young kids going through the system. Now it takes 8 to 10 hours a day. I mean, every Wednesday. So there are hundreds of kids going through the court system.
By all means.
So I'm getting those kids. You know, I'm getting kids that are truant, don't want to go to school, whatever it is. And I'm looking for, you know, it's funny, people say, well, how can you afford this? You know, and the thing is, it's never the money. It's the commitment of people. Yeah. All you do is got to commit, you know, and there's a great quote from a philosopher named Goethe, I believe his name is, and he talks about commitment, and he says, until one is committed, there is a hesitancy to draw back, to retreat. But once one commits, it just seems like the universe lines up.
You got the reins and you're ready to go.
Totally right. And so I'm looking for people that are interested in kids. Now the thing is that, you know, family, they need to take care of their kids, but sometimes they don't have the tools to do it. So I have to take care of their kids. We have to, as a community, decide to step up and say, listen, these kids are in trouble, and we got to do whatever it takes to do it. I know that my own priorities are here, but I've got to somehow find time for children in general. So I'm just looking for people who love to hang out with kids, to share with them, and of course, experienced horse people, because we use horses. That's kind of
you know, and horses are magic with young people.
They sure aren't they?
They're absolutely magic.
It's fun to watch a tough kid try to muscle a horse.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
They cannot do it. And they drop this cool thing. And I like to make these ranches appear as dangerous as possible. Now, of course, horses are dangerous, right? But they just kind of, you know, they say, oh gosh, you know. I mean, from stepping in horse poo-poo to whatever it is, you know. Right. And it's teaching responsibility. It's really the values of the Old West. What is it? Responsibility, teamwork, kindness, hard work. These kids nowadays don't have a clue what hard work is.